I'm bored, so I decided to do a wicso. Okay, so basically I'm gonna be just doing a What If Civilization Started Over series. And why not? Where do I want to start this? Well, I start in multiple locations. The first ever group of humans pops up right here. I don't know what this place is called. It's like this, I think this is Anatolia. I don't know. A country pops up here. I'm gonna call this Anatolia. And these guys love exploring, and they try to explore as much as possible and eventually discover Cyprus. They explore and reach all the way up to the Black Sea, and well, they kind of like keep just exploring. If I could, like, yeah. And kind of, and the Anatolian country has this, and the first ever city is formed right here where they started, which immediately becomes their capital. Now on the other side of the world, I'm not sure why like so many other wixos didn't do this. But on the other side of the world, a second group of humans pops up right on this peninsula that I should definitely know the name of. And well, a second country is formed, the blue team. I'm gonna call these guys China, and these guys will have plot armor because I like these guys. And these guys also begin exploring, and they reach down to this river. I don't know the name. I think I should, but I just don't. And they keep exploring, and they don't explore south of this river. They only go north. Not sure why. They just do that. And these guys kind of reach down over here, and like yeah, these guys are very populated, just like China in real life. City here, city here, city here, down here, right over here, and the capital is going to be put right here for now, because this is a very major country. Anyways, back over to the red team. I'm just gonna fast forward a few hundred years. They've explored all of Turkey, and they're advancing down into Israel and the Sinai Peninsula. A third group of humans pops up kind of like in Egypt over here. These guys are gonna be the bright pink country. With cities, I want them to only be like the largest cities. Not every single city is gonna be here, because I don't want to just sprinkle dots in every single time I record this. But yeah, the red team kind of captures Crete and moves up over into Anatolia and Turkey. I don't know what the difference between Anatolia and Turkey is. Anyways, the red team reaches down into Israel. And I guess I have to update the city's map now. Anyways, the red team reaches over into Crete and into Europe. And this is where some issues start to emerge. The red team want to go down into Arabia. Some want to go up this way, like through the Caucasus up into Europe. And some want to just go straight into Europe. And some just want to focus on themselves. So naturally, what happens? Yeah, that's not very good. A civil war emerges. The first ever war emerges among the red team. And well, it's a five-way civil war. The red team wants to focus on themselves. The green team wants to go up into Europe. The lime team wants to go through the Caucasus. The purple team wants to go into Arabia. The yellow team wants to cross the Black Sea. Immediately fighting occurs between the red and green teams. These are like the more populated areas since the red team started here, so they kind of centered everything in the south and the north. Meanwhile, the purple team just completely like beats up the yellow team. The yellow team can barely fight back until they reach like over here. The lime team is at a severe disadvantage. They don't have any large cities or anything. So the purple team immediately pushes them down. The red team also pushes the lime team up, and the lime team is completely defeated over here. And the green team like fights back against the yellow team, capturing their only city to try and get the strength to fight back against the red team, but the purple team just quickly takes the rest of the yellow team over. And now the two weaker nations are taken out. It's the three, I guess, powerful nations, because everyone else is kind of weak. The red team wraps around capturing this city, the previous capital of the yellow team, and kind of comes down and captures this city right here. They kind of loop around, and after killing most green team citizens, the green team is complete. Yeah, the purple team massively pushes the red team back, but the red team has successes. In the west, the red team just completely decimates the purple team's armies. But the opposite can be said in the east, because the purple team comes all the way down, capturing, I guess this is Jerusalem, or it's too north to be Jerusalem. I'm still going to call them Jerusalem though, for now. And this happens. And then a stalemate happens for about a year, until the red team finally gets armies together and pushes back the purple team. But the purple team quickly manages to capture the capital of the red team down here and recaptures their largest city. And eventually, after a long time, the purple team manages to capture whatever this city in real life is called. And the purple team makes a landing on Crete, and the rest of the red team surrenders. Peace treaties aren't a thing yet, so yeah. The purple team just assumes control of the government. Wait, did I say the purple team was trying to go this way? Or that way? I can't really remember, but the purple team's going this way now. The Egyptian country down here begins their exploration, and eventually their settlers link up with red team settlers. The red team, now aware that other countries exist, is kind of worried because they want to be the most powerful. And yeah, Egypt, I don't want to like talk too much about Egypt. They're not really relevant, but yeah, Egypt does this. They also move down through Sinai. And the red team, meanwhile, since the purple team won the civil war, they want to go that way. I'm not sure if I said that. No, the red team just wants to go this way. But again, there are a bunch of people in the red team, specifically from the former green and lime teams, who disagree. A group of people from the red team run away into Greece. He's kind of going all the way over to this part of Greece, and a group of people explore up the Black Sea and go down into Crimea. These people eventually form their own nations. A green Greek nation. This country is going to be pretty interesting. And a yellow Crimean nation. Both of these nations are extremely weak, but now we have 5 nations. Speaking of, we can go back over here to China because the Chinese make a breakthrough and they discover that Korea is in fact a place that exists. And, well, yeah, this happens. China is now kind of getting big. They're forming, and China is at this point the most stable nation in the world. Their borders have expanded massively, and they have by far the most people. Kind of like in real life, ancient China had the most people. Again, China has too many people. And again, I said I wanted these to be only like the largest cities, but China already has way too many people, so I got to put like a lot of cities. This is very interesting to think about. China just has like, I'd say China has already 1 million people, while the next most populated is like probably the red team with like 100,000, and then Egypt with like 50,000. These guys with like 10,000, and these guys also with like 10,000. Speaking of these two guys, I gotta give them cities. Yeah, capital city. Yeah. Greece explores up over here, and but eventually Greece actually expands, and Greece manages to push all the way up to, I think this is Croatia. Their borders push all the way up to Croatia. But a group of people don't like them. Again, just like how they didn't like the red team, and so they went here. And a group of people run away from them into Italy and form the purple team. This is definitely a copy of adizzpro. I like purple in Italy, okay? A group of people kind of like explore Italy, and the Italian peninsula is immediately fully explored, and this purple nation becomes one of the fastest growing in the world. But they're focusing on themselves. They're not really expansionist or anything. Their capital is going to be here, but this is very unpopular because the thing is that is not even close to their most populated city. Their most populated city is this one over here. Then it's this one down south, and it's this one up the north, and it's this one right here, and then it's Rome, I guess. That's gonna cause some tensions later. But now we need to look back at the red team, who after the Civil War haven't really rebuilt yet. And the government is kind of like not pro-people at all. They explore up because, again, the group that won the Civil War wanted to explore up. And yeah, they wrap up around the Black Sea. What is this? It's definitely not correct, but it looks better than just Bahrain as a circle. Why is that there? Anyways, the red team, well, once they do this, they can't really expand anymore, or they will implode. So, yeah, they don't want to implode. That's not very good. But we can go over to the yellow team, and the yellow team is kind of very expansionist, like very expansionist. More expansionist than every other country in the world at this point. Even though there's only 5, they are the most expansionist country. To expand, you need to explore. So the yellow team kind of explores a lot. And the yellow team crosses over here. And up around here and up. Oh, they go north. They go north a lot. This looks wrong. I need to add some cities. I know you can barely see them, but like, deal with it. The red team, having finally rebuilt after their civil war, kind of does this and captures Crete. Red team also explores and meets up with the Caspian Sea. Now if we hop back over to China, China is no longer the strongest country in the world. That would probably be the red team now after they've rebuilt, but they are still the most populated. Again, China doesn't know that other countries exist. They think they're the only one. But a new country is formed in Korea. I'm gonna make them green because I like green Korea. It's not like Korea and Greece ever gonna interact. And spoiler alert, Greece is gonna die. But Korea is formed over here with their capital being located. I think this is where Pyongyang is. It's located where Pyongyang is. Yeah. Not very populated, but anyways, Greece and Italy hate each other. Like, they really fucking hate each other. So, no, I guess this is Rome. Rome kind of expands to try and block Greece, like, stuff happening. And Greece tries to meet them. And, well, the Second War happens. Italy declares war on Greece. These two are pretty evenly matched. I'd say Italy is more powerful, but Greece is a better military. Because Italy's got better economy and shit. Greece, though, Greece isn't helpless. Like, Italy is the aggressor. So they had more time to prepare. But Greece, the Greek military is insane. And manages to put... The Greek military is probably the second best in the world after the Turkey... I'm going to call this Turkey now, the Turkic military. Turkish military. They move into Italy. I should definitely know the name of this peninsula. But Italy launches a naval invasion because navies are a thing now. They land right down here near Athens. And Athens is put under siege by the Italians, forcing Greece to pull a lot of their troops out from the north. And this is when Turkey decides to get involved with the jumping of Greece. And Greece gets jumped from the east, and Turkey is put under siege by the red team. Italy manages to surround and capture the capital of Greece, which is very bad for the Greeks, and they suffer really bad land loss in both the north and south. And eventually, they surrender. Peace treaties are now a thing, but let's look at a peace treaty. This peace treaty is kind of weird. The red team, this isn't a colony of any sorts, but the red team kind of quickly expands after this war. They quickly expand into mainland Europe to connect up with this and stop the yellow team from cutting them off, because the red team doesn't like the yellow team, just like how Greece didn't like Italy. I've got to get rid of this capital. As you can see, Greece is dead, so the green won't affect Korea green. But the purple team is kind of a Roman Empire at this point. The purple team is now pretty powerful. I feel like we're gonna do the power rankings at the end of every video. Last event in this video is for the purple team, combined purple team and Crimean exploration of the Balkans, and the purple team kind of stabilizing their land, because I don't like how that looks. And yeah. Oh, and this. Yeah, and now we're done.